Awesome. Ivan, come on up here. Tell everybody what the Lord did for you. A great testimony of healing. I take no responsibility for the finger, but it may have happened. But tell everybody what the Lord did.
So Tuesday night, Pastor Allen called out, "Who feels called to the ministry?" And I always felt a call, but it was kind of like a tugging feeling. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go into the ministry or not. But when he called it up there, when he called everybody up there, it was just confirmation that I needed to go up there. And I always felt to be a youth pastor. And when I went when I went up there, he laid hands on me, and I was on the floor, and I was crying. And it was just confirmation that, yes, indeed, I need to be a youth pastor. And it was just and then a Thursday morning for field day, Pastor Allen, I was running the course, and I got done, and I felt something wrong with my finger, but I still had adrenaline, so it wasn't that bad. And then the EMT looked at it, and they were like, yeah, it looks sprained, it looks broken, and the doctor did confirm, yes, it was broken. And so I went to night service. Thanks, Pastor Allen. And I went to night service, and I saw all my friends on the floor, and they were getting called out, and they were on the floor, they were crying, and I was like, Lord, I want to be touched. And I was like, let Pastor Rodney call me out, and he didn't. And I was like, you know what, I can get touched in my seat. And so I stayed standing up, and I had my hands lifted, and Pastor Rodney did end up calling me out. And I was on the floor, and I was crying, I was shaking, and I'm drunk, and I was on there for like, I don't know, like maybe an hour. And I get up, I go back to my seat, and my friend, being the good friend he is, he's like, dude, unwrap your finger, and I'm drunk. I'm like, okay. And so he unwraps my finger, and then he's like, now move it. And I'm like, okay. And so I start moving my finger, and I'm like, oh shoot, my finger, I can move it. And so my finger was healed. And then baptism. Oh, on Friday night, baptism. I went in the pool. I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay nice and composed. I'm going to get touched, but like, I'm not going to get carried out, you know. I'm going to like stay calm. And as soon as I went under the water, I came back up. I was done. And I was like, no. And so I get carried, and I'm on the floor, and I feel like this warmth, and I'm like on the floor, and I'm shaking, and I'm crying. And I start saying, I love you to all these random names. And I'm just like spitting out names saying, I love you. And then it hits me. These are people in my life that have hurt me in the past. And I was saying I could never love them. But there I am on the floor shaking, and I'm saying, I love you to all these names. So God dealt with my heart with forgiveness, and I forgive every single one of those people in my past that have hurt me. So you already know the dates for Youth Week. You have no excuses. Get your kid down here, and they will be touched, and they'll never be the same again.
Called to the ministry, healed broken heart, even a healed broken finger. Come on, God can do it.